Faith at the Summit and our verdict on the Copenhagen Climate Conference. I spent more than a week in the Danish capital discussing the climate crisis with a wide spectrum of religious leaders. 192 nation-states, 12 days of round-the-clock talks, deadlocks, walkouts, and occasional glimmers of hope. And what is the final outcome? Crushing disappointment. If humanity was facing a Mount Everest climb on climate change, then honestly, this deal means that we've hardly got within sight of base camp. This is a deal without teeth. A few hazy figures on assisting the poor, fair enough, but when it comes to cutting greenhouse gases, there are no clear targets and no clear dates. This is a political face-saving deal. It is not a planet-saving deal, and as Obama said, it is not enough. Is this something that worries you?
Yeah, because it's going to be my grandchildren that are going to have to live with the new future.
It's rather a mess-up. It didn't surprise me, but it disappointed me.
Members of the public may feel despondent, but what about our religious leaders? I got hold of Richard Cizik, a leading US evangelical who I'd met in Copenhagen. He was still taking the news in when I got hold of him at home before his breakfast.
In the short term, I regard this as a major step forward. I'm proud of what our president, Barack Obama, did in bringing people together at the last minute. Seems to me he went the extra mile, which is what we had hoped and prayed he would do. From a faith perspective, with many people praying around the world, it would seem to me that for what could have happened, namely people walking away because talks had broken down between the developed and developing nations, with some parties ready to walk away completely, it would seem to me like we've come away with something we can talk about and work forward to in the future. What is evident here is that people of faith will and are making a big difference. We now have been given a mandate, I think, to work harder because we know success is possible. These issues that have to be resolved now as we move forward, particularly in the Congress, are actually, ironically, made easier by what happened in Copenhagen.
Al Gore said if we don't tackle climate change, we'll go down as the most vilified generation in human history, which is why Odyssey Networks, in conjunction with many of the faith and religious groups, will in January be announcing a major call to action on this subject. God's creation is under threat due to climate change. The story will not end here, and we hope that you'll be able to join us.